In the world of martial arts, some stories go beyond medals and championships. They speak of heart, discipline, and family. Meet the Aguilars. Young athlete Aielle and her proud parents Alvin and May share a deep bond as Aielle's strongest supporters, united by the love for Brazilian jiu-jitsu and their unwavering dedication to her journey. A fighter, a coach, and the founder of DefTac, Alvin Aguilar is a pioneer in Philippine jiu-jitsu, leading one of the country's most respected MMA and jiu-jitsu teams. Maybelline Masuda, a groundbreaker in her own right, is a multi-medaled national athlete who helped pave the way for women in combat sports. Together, they built more than a legacy. And now, their daughter Aielle is starting to make her own moves in the jiu-jitsu world, one roll at a time.
I've been doing jiu-jitsu for more than 30 years. I was the first Filipino black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, actually also in Southeast Asia. May is the first female black belt in the Philippines and also the first Filipino world champion in jiu-jitsu. So our first world champion in the Philippines for jiu-jitsu was a girl. That's her.
Yeah.
And then now we have Aielle following the footsteps of everybody.
For Alvin and May, jiu-jitsu has always been a shared passion, but nothing compares to the joy and pride they feel watching their daughter Aielle making history.
Well, the first weeks of her life, she was already lying down on the mat. We just leave her there, and then after we'd be training. So, ever since she could remember in her lifetime, she was always on the mats. And of course, everything just happened naturally.
She was on the mat with us after I gave her 3 weeks. And ever since, she's been with us on the mat, and she still continues to, be on the mat with us.
Well, of course, we're very, very proud and very, very happy. And, Aielle works very, very hard in everything she does, whether it's academics, training, or her other sports like gymnastics and the way she plays the piano. She always gives it her all, and we're very, very proud of her that way.
Like what her papa said, she really works hard. She looks forward to training. It's basically become part of her life. Our whole family does it. So, and it's fun. And she enjoys it, and she gets to represent not just our family, not just our team, but also the country when she does it.
She's young, determined, and fearless on the mat. The youngest Filipino Jiu-Jitsu world champion. But what makes Aielle Aguilar fall in love with a sport that's become her world?
It makes me defend myself from people that try to hurt me.
She may only be 7, but Aielle Aguilar is already making waves on the international Jiu-Jitsu stage. At the 2025 Pan Kids IBJJF Jiu-Jitsu Championships in Florida, Aielle dominated her division, further solidifying her status as a rising star in the sport. This latest victory adds to her impressive resume, which includes becoming a 3-time international champion after conquering her category at the 2024 World Festival Jiu-Jitsu Championship.
A lot. I enjoy it a lot. It's like my favorite sport. It makes me feel proud of myself and happy.
Racing a champion is no easy feat, but for Alvin and May, it's a role they'll fully embrace. As both parents and coaches to their daughter Aielle, they wear multiple hats on and off the mat.
Yes, it's pretty easy. I mean, of course, there's it's ups and downs and everything, but we also have a lot of students. We have the largest team now in Asia. Last year we had about 21 world champions also. So a lot of her teammates are also world champions. So we coach them all the same way. Nothing special. Just because she's our daughter doesn't mean we do extra things. Basically, how we train her is how we train everybody else.
I guess, jiu-jitsu comes with a lot of benefits, and a lot of the benefits that any parent would want to instill in their child translates also in jiu-jitsu. So it was an easy thing to balance, like you said.
Yeah, because jiu-jitsu teaches you how to do hard work, responsibility, discipline, being consistent in something, being able to deal with failure, being able to come back. So everything that happens on the mat is basically training you for real life. So that's where we are.
Being parents to a rising jiu-jitsu star, it's about instilling values that matter long after the match ends.
Whenever we go to a competition, we make sure that we as prepared as possible. As coaches, we have respectfully, we have to prepare her for everything. Now, as an athlete, it's her responsibility to be able to respond to our training. Now, when it comes to the results and stuff, people have to know that all of our athletes know this, that winning and losing is all part of the process, whether you're winning or losing. There's no such thing as somebody with a perfect record. That's not, if he or she has a perfect record, that means they haven't been fighting the real, real competition. So failure is just a part of the journey as victory is. So what has to be is, in the end, it's how it transcends and helps and molds you as a person. That's what's important.
Yep. Basically, she learns through experience. So when she, like Alvin said earlier, it's sort of been a roller coaster. There's ups and downs. So she's been through both up and down, and with that experience, she's learned to become resilient and come back.
Yes, with anything, just with life. I mean, life is not like this. It's not a thing that goes up. It's like this, right? And it's up to you to be able to adjust the downs and the ups, to adjust with the downs and the ups. Actually, so there. Same thing in competition.
Both athletes in their own right, Alvin and May, know exactly what it takes to rise, to fall, and to rise again. And now they're passing that wisdom down, not through pressure, but through perspective.
Any goal that you put your mind to, let's say I want to be a champion, or I want to be the best in this, or I want to be, absolutely awesome at anything. Okay, so everything starts with first the goal, then being able to come up with a plan, and being able to be consistent with your plan. Once you follow those three, there's nothing that can get in your way. And of course, never be afraid to fail.
DefTac, we're part of the Six Blades Jiu-Jitsu, and some of our core values include first, family, respect, honor, loyalty, discipline, and attitude. So those are
Family.
Yeah, and family.
And family.
Yeah, family was first.
Oh, yeah.
As the daughter of champions, Aielle has grown up surrounded by fighters, and she is blazing her own trail and pulling others along with her.
You should try the jiu-jitsu so it can learn how to defend you and
Defend yourself.
and to defend yourself.
Oh.
And talk about how much fun you have.
And it's really fun because you get to make new friends and play games.
More than fighters, they are parents. More than coaches, they are mentors, and their message is clear.
As an athlete, there's no shortcuts. Just train hard, train smart, be consistent, have a goal, and stick to it every day. The only way to reach your goal is to make sure you're obsessed with whatever you want to achieve. That's the only way. You have to be obsessed, and you have to be consistent. As a parent, parents of athletes have to make sure that your kids have to grow into it. Do not push them too much. Do not put too much pressure. Make sure at the end of the day they're always enjoying themselves. Because if they're not, you're just giving them an extra burden, and they're not gonna enjoy their travel. If they're not enjoying their travel, they're not going to be producing good results. So yeah, and of course as a coach, as a coach, just because you've achieved something before, or just because as an athlete, or you have to make sure you're always learning. Okay, always learning, and make sure you always have the white belt mentality so you can be a better coach and a better guide for your students.
Yeah, like what Alvin said, there are no shortcuts. The maths don't lie. Whatever you work, whatever you invest in, in training, it comes out when you compete. Like what Alvin said earlier, what's that? The hard part is training, the easy part is competing. And as a parent, yes, don't push your kids, don't force, and make sure that their journey is as enjoyable as possible. with the never forced her into this. Yep, she just really wanted to do this, and we're happy and thankful that that's the case. And as a coach, yep, our job is to make sure that our not our kids don't just excel, but we have to make sure that they're also good citizens and good people, and always be kind.
Three champions bound by more than the mat. They are a family united by discipline, love, and purpose. For the Aguilars, jiu-jitsu isn't just a sport. It's a legacy of strength, not just in body, but in character. Reporting for the Scorecard, Shiela Salaysay, Bilyonaryo News Channel.